Good afternoon. It's November the 17th. I hope you're hearing this. Please let me know. Um, Finally did. We're post-blizzard here. And this won't be too long. But I'm going to walk a somewhat drawn-out route to get there. And we'll take a look to see what it looks like after yesterday's blizzard. So I'm going to head back to the dike. Got kind of too nasty and I decided not to. But I've gone full winter here, and I'm wearing my parka today. It's about -7 Celsius, which is what? Let's see, 7 times 9 is 63, divided by 5 is 12 3/5, so call it 20 degrees, more like 19. Now, it's supposed to be -1 tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get some melting on the streets. But we'll see. A lot of people have already got their sidewalks cleared, as you can see. I checked the mic, everything seemed to work, but yesterday, please somebody, if you start watching, check in and tell me you can hear me. I'll have to watch my footing too, because you can't see what's under the snow, and I know there's ice. So I'm going to be as careful as I can here. So this is my first full winter outfit, walking with my parka and everything. And there's somebody with a dog. There's always somebody with a dog. I think I'll cross over where their sidewalks are clearer on that side. It looks like there's somebody there, so if you can hear me, please let me know. If you can't hear me, let me know. And I'll pull out the microphone, but that would be really annoying. Oh. Hi, reception loud and clear, good. Everything looks different all of a sudden. Wonder, like the image, the pictures aren't the same, but I know that they've been fiddling with this app, Prism, because the multi-stream thing I've been using, where I was streaming YouTube and Facebook at the same time, always said beta on it. And as of yesterday, or the day before, I suddenly couldn't multi-stream anymore, so. And now I see that the chat looks different, so they've clearly been playing with their video here. Terrace that I've walked by many times. Make sure I don't get run over by this guy. I'm going to head over to the dike again and it stormed pretty much all day. Even now the wind is still pretty high. I do have the little, what they call the dead cat, the little fur ball on top of the mic. For kind of the first time I've used it. I tried to use it yesterday, but it didn't work. Tried to cut down on wind noise. So I'll be interested to see when I get home if that worked or not. I came because I had to shovel the walk, and I was sore after that. I thought, do I really want to walk? But as the day went along, I started to feel antsy and guilty for not, doing my part. Boy, the dogs are everywhere right now. I let down my myriad fans. I have over 200 subscribers. I don't watch it live, but yesterday, over 100 views already, as of this morning. People like that kind of stuff. I guess I knew that from yesterday.
Hey, Birdie.
Woof woof.
Bird, hey.
So I walked up here yesterday. But I didn't stay on it very long. Today I'll go on around to Elphinstone and then up. I'd be better off climbing the slope than so we'll just climb the slope. Probably a bit of a drift here too, but it won't be as deep as what was on the steps, it looked like. There we go. Okay. Blew it off up here. It says the external mic disconnected, but I've gotten that message before and it hadn't. So I'm hoping I still have sound. Kirk, if you're still there, let me know. The wind chill is significant at -7. I think the wind chill is something like -20, so you can see that the creek is frozen much more solidly, as one would expect. Oh, that's the wind blowing the mic right off the gimbal there. Or blowing the gimbal. It's very icy in spots. It won't stay going straight. Walk on the edge here where there's less ice. I still have sound. Good to know. Thank you. It gives me that mic is disconnected, but it's given it to me before. I don't know why. Technology. Watch my feet. Oh, there's the creek. You can tell where the wind was blowing because it blew the snow right off the ice. There's still geese up there. Really regretting not having already headed south, I would imagine. Brr. I will be glad to turn the corner and not walk directly into the wind. In our area. It's not particularly pleasant today, but it's scenic, I suppose, in its own holy cow, it's winter sort of way. Yeah, this is different because I can actually see a count of how many how many people watch me fall down if I'm not careful. Look, there's now 3 people watching live. But as I said, most of my viewers watch the replays, don't watch the live stream. Last time I checked, we were up to 140 or something. For yesterday's video on the blizzard, the snow storm walk I did back in April, I think it's gone over 1,000. It's pushing 1,000 anyway. But I think it's over 1,000. The one I did in St. John's is pushing 1,000. We may have gone over it by now too. My ordinary walks. University. Downtown. I'm meeting my brother for lunch, so I will do a 2-parter that day, as I've done this one. In part 1, and walk home from the Hotel Saskatchewan. And part 2, here we are in Elfins. Well, yesterday at the end, crazy. From work today, work from home. Hard to do that now. Unstable internet. Hang in there. I am trying to stream at 1080. I need bandwidth, so it's possible I want to go back to 7. See how this goes. That warning message is staying there. There's the park over there. Warning message went away. Strong signal again here. Traffic for a big 5 o'clock. I suspect a lot of rehearsals tonight. I think it's canceled. I'll stay on this side of Elphinstone today. Yes, I'm in a show next week called Guilty Pleasures. Regina lyric singers. Songs that to or something like that. Mostly I just think they're good songs. We'll just stay here in Elphinstone. Scenic alley. Even the alleys look better in the winter. Don't know where. There's the unstable internet warning again. So again, we'll see. Hasn't failed. It's just gotten a little tricky. And there it is again, unstable internet. I don't normally get that along here, so it may be a function of the bandwidth. There it is again. away. Is everybody still there? Is it showing me still 3, I think? So I have an electric snow shovel that I've started trying to use. And I'm of two minds about it. I guess in the heavier snow like this, it was kind of helpful. But so you want it, presumably, but pushing the thing is every bit as much work as using a regular snow shovel. It felt to me like. And in some ways it doesn't do as good a job. So it was really good for clearing our driveway, although I actually have a full-blown snowblower, but we're currently having difficulty getting in and out of our garage, so it's kind of not easy to get to. So I just used the little electric snow shovel and it worked, and that was certainly easier than doing it by hand. Yet it wasn't easy. I want something that makes it no work at all to clear the snow, and I guess there is such a thing. It's called hire somebody. But certainly lots of people on our street. Neighbor has somebody that's doing it for him now. And I saw the guy today. I should have asked him what he charges. That was one of the nice things about living in a condo, of course, is not having to deal with all this. Cannot school over there. I'll turn right here. Oh, heavy snow in that corner. Warmer, so I'll remember that for future walking. I do have a heavier pair of gloves as well. Let's take an alley. Shall we? No, actually, I think I'll go this way because I kind of had in mind to walk through the park by the Cathedral, which will be up here a ways. My thumb's getting really cold. The wind blowing a bit. Plenty warm though. I probably would have been fine with my leather jacket and a sweater under it. The park actually feels a bit like overkill. At -7. So we're like -10 before it really starts to come into its own, or -15 or something. I don't know how much snow we got. I would guess 8 centimeters maybe, or 10. 10 would be 4 inches. I don't know if we quite got 4 inches. It's hard to tell too because of the blue around. There go the geese overhead. Heading kind of southeast there. It's like a picture postcard now with the snow, some of these houses. Sort of like a Christmas card. It's a nice one there. Looks almost particularly nice and wintry and Christmassy with the evergreens framing it in the one in the front as well. I don't know if they'll do Christmas lights or not. Some people have started putting them up, but I haven't put mine up yet. Oh, there's one for sale. Which one is it? This littler one here in between the two bigger ones is for sale. So that's That's an old one there, I would think, from the style. And a very new one here from the style. I want to walk through this park up here, I think. It'll still be a little early to head straight to the Safeway, so maybe we'll cross 13th at the light and walk up between there and Victoria a bit before we wrap it up. It will be a shorter walk today, though. Just a little. 13's right there, but we're going to go over here. Along this path. Not that it's been cleared or anything. Holy Rosary. And then, of course, the cathedral will come up directly ahead of us there. Been a few people along here. It's not quite breaking fresh ground, but that's what it feels like. It'll be just as easy to just walk across. I'll follow the path. Lots of snow on the trees along here. That's where we've come, so we have had 4 inches, 10 centimeters. I haven't seen a number. Here's their little, which is now condos. School over there. This is also the school playground, of course, over here. And Holy Rosary Cathedral in front of us. I am actually still sore from falling after our first snowfall. When was that now? A week ago I fell. I pulled a muscle or something in my upper right side of my chest, which was hurting after working the shovel today. Still have a sore knee and a sore elbow where I went down. So I hope that's the only time that happens. And there is a crosswalk up here that we will use. How long have I been out? I'll stretch it out a little bit more. We'll go up to Victoria. Besides, everything looks more interesting as the lights start. This is the 13th Avenue Coffee House here. Not one I use very often. I don't find their space conducive to writing, which is what I mostly look for in a coffee shop. Not the coffee so much. They do have the cool mural here, though. Good afternoon in Victoria. Well, that must be Madeline. Yes. Yeah, you have your own concerns over there. That's for sure. Well, I suspect this is the same system that brought you all that rain. By the time it hit the prairies, it was a blizzard. My brother lives in Kelowna. He'll be here tomorrow, so I'll be interested to see don't know if he's already here. No, he's not here tomorrow. Friday I'm seeing him. Oh, there's some Christmas decorations. Now they live up on a mountaintop, so or a hilltop overlooking the lake. Of course, there you have to worry about, I suppose, mudslides and things. Somebody up there shoveling. So I'll walk up here to Victoria. I walked along 13th, not that long. Maybe I'll walk along Victoria and then come back down. Further down, get back on 13th. Walk to the grocery store, which is where the snow has more grip than, as long as it doesn't have ice under it. The trouble is, of course, you can't. Here goes the unstable internet connection again. Hang in there. Victoria Avenue, it's a wide with trees on it. Some of the older houses along here. This was a major residential street in the early days of the city. Glamorous street. And of course it takes you straight to the heart of downtown by the aforementioned Hotel Saskatchewan and the Land Titles building and Knox Metropolitan United Church and First Baptist Church, the courthouse, all that kind of stuff. Some trees decorated up over there. Sidewalks are fairly well cleared. Evening traffic, as close as we get to a rush hour. Well, last night was as close as we get to a rush hour because there was gridlock last night with the bad weather. Looks like stuff is moving better today. And a lot of people may not have gone to work today. My wife worked from home today since she could. It was built after the tornado by someone who really did not want their house to blow down. So it's built like a skyscraper with concrete floors and steel I-beams. It's probably the strongest built house in the city. I don't know if it's a single building anymore, if it's divided into apartments. I suspect it's apartments. It's in my book, Historic Walks of Regina and Moose Jaw. There is no ebook version, unfortunately. And of course the print version is increasingly, well, some of the places in it have been torn down since the book came out. It was published by Red Deer Press, Fitzhenry and Whiteside. But it's several years old now. Someone else has joined me. Hi, Miriam. We're in Saskatchewan. The blizzard is over. So we're the wind is far less than it was earlier. as it was gusting to 100 kilometers an hour or higher in parts of the province yesterday. Zero visibility and blowing snow. Even in the city there were spots. And I would not have wanted to be out on the roads. The Trans-Canada was closed between here and Moose Jaw, I know, and probably other places as well. Other roads were closed, or should have been, or people that were on them were wishing they hadn't gone that way. It's no fun to be out on the highways when you can't see the road very well, if at all. I have been there last night, and I'm happy that my rehearsal that was supposed to be happening tonight has been cancelled. Although I certainly could have gotten there because it's it's about a block that direction, 2 blocks that way. But not everybody lives as close to the place as I do. We're rehearsing in the Union Hall. Don't know which union it is. Or if it's just kind of a general hall for unions, I don't know. But their basement is actually a very nice place to rehearse in. Good size and everything else. Well, we might as well walk all the way down to the corner and get a look at downtown. There's some Christmas lights going up. Are on already, I should say. We'll go all the way down to the corner here. And then go around, walk up 13th till we get to Safeway, and that's where I will call this quits. How long have I gone? Well, at least I've done my half an hour. It'll be about 40 minutes when I get there. Not bad for a late walk. I have a shopping list that my wife gave me. And again, it looks way darker to my eyes than it does on the phone. The phone adjusts to low light so well that you kind of lose some of the feeling of what it should be. Yes, so keep my eyes on the road because there's ice here. The Union Hall that I was talking about that we rehearse at is right up there, just 1 block. So I could easily have made it, even on foot, but not everybody could. It will be like this for the next 5 to 6 months. Most of the time, we'll get some melts, and sometimes it can get quite brown, but then the snow will come back. Or it might just stay the year, you just don't know. It's the Viterra building, used to be Saskweet Pool, and was originally built as a department store. It has these great sculptures along it. And up there are gargoyles nobody sees because you generally don't look up. You can sort of see on the corner there, you can see the one brooding on the corner against the sky there. You can see into it tonight. It's not terribly exciting. You can tell it's the weed pool because those are bags of weed sitting over there. There are some sort of tests. Here's downtown, but we're not going down there today. But you can see on down Victoria Avenue there. We're going this way. Past the Viterra building here. And again, keeping a close eye on my feet. One fall was enough. It's the credit union, Central there. There's a clinic in here, as you might guess from the fact it says X-ray on the side of the building. Or there was a clinic, actually. I think it's closed. Since it says for lease, that would seem to be a good... They must move somewhere else. And this is just a little strip mall with some offices and things in it. Looks like it's mostly unoccupied at the moment too, except for Float Now down here. This is nice and clear. Group medical services over there, that's your additional health insurance. We of course have socialized medicine, so the government pays for health care, but you can buy additional insurance for travel and to cover things that aren't covered by the government plan. This is the Cathedral Social Hall here. I often come to write. There's a very good selection of beer, if that's what you like. You can even see in it tonight. As we walk by, not very busy. This is a framing store. And this is Viet Thai, our favorite order from or eat at. They are open. I'll go down here and cross at a crosswalk because I think I walked on the other side last time I was down this way. Can't really remember. There's a little coffee shop here. Well, this is Viet Thai, but there's a coffee shop next to it. Oh, that smells good. I'm getting hungry. Coffee shop, which is closed at the moment. And as I often point out, that's the Artesian, which used to be a church of God, I think. And well, nobody has cleared that sidewalk to walk through the parking lot. It has been turned into a performance arts space. I performed in there, and professional theater company, that's where we performed. And down in the basement, there's a lovely little lounge where I filmed a book launch for my poetry book. I tumbled through the diamond dust that came out of 2 years ago. Something like that. There's the Vetera building, the modern part of it. That's a law office over there, I think. It doesn't really have much of a sign on it, so I'm never quite sure what that is. There's the Artesian from this direction. We're headed to Safeway, which is just a couple of blocks away now. Shoe clinic for all your shoe repair needs. The thing about walking at this time of night is you can actually see in these places. There's the shoe clinic. Next to it, craft gallery, which has a Christmas tree, and you can see some of the pottery and stuff they have in there. This is actually a good time of night to walk by and see in places like this. Also, mostly, well, all I would think, Saskatchewan-made crafts. There's Paper Umbrella, which is a stationery store, that sort of thing. They also have Christmas trees, which kind of block the view of what's inside. This is Cup of Tea, which is a tea store. Oh, that's the Chinese medicine store, and this is Cup of Tea. This is a Warehouse Books, and over there is Burns Hanley, the Christian bookstore. A Warehouse Books. Over there's the coffee shop, restaurant, I guess, really. They have coffee, and they also do ice cream. That little stand there is very popular in the summertime. This used to be the Oddfellows Hall, where I performed once upon a time. can't remember what they call the place, but it looks very nice at night with the light on the murals there. Up next is the liquor store. I don't think there's anything much in there. This is new, our neighborhood liquor store, Sobeys. Insurance place over there. Good old-fashioned neon sign. Literally neon, because neon is the gas that turns red. Not just fluorescent, an actual neon sign. There's Safeway, but I'm going to walk up one more block to the crosswalk so I don't have to walk out in front of traffic. This side of the liquor store. This is the community center. It's somewhat odd little sculpture here. There's another sculpture here. Cathedral Neighborhood Center. There's Safeway, where I'll be ending my walk. Well, I'll be ending my live stream. I won't be ending my walk because I have to walk home from there. But the Cathedral Pet Stop. Pet store. A little too focused on dogs, if you ask me, being more of a cat person myself. They're open. See inside a little bit. Used to be a music store. Wild Medicine. I don't know, Vigo Money Transfer, I don't even know what that is. Hair salon. And here we have the Mercury Diner. Fish store over there. Here's the crosswalk I was aiming for. So there's the Westminster United and the Cathedral there. And we're heading to Safeway here, so I will actually call this quits in a second. Right here, I think. So, thanks for walking with me. How long did I end up going? 43 minutes. Not bad for a day when I didn't actually intend to walk. So, thanks for walking with me, and I expect to be back tomorrow. Bye for now.